of everything about this area. Okay, all right. Look at that big chunk. All that is beach sand from the old, ancient Pacific coast. You know, and what it took for Mother Ocean to lay that down when the dinosaurs roamed here. I'm gonna find some dinosaur tracks soon. Also in this area, it's ancient Anasazi land, one of the most ancient tribes that came up. Oh my gosh, there's just so much. There's just so much. Like, look at the thickness of that one. And that beautiful tree just. Oh, I love deadwood. Oh, deadwood. Oh, it just speaks to me like an old deadwood bass. Always wanted to learn how to play the stand-up bass. I played the violin for years, and what? I played the violin for years, and I loved it. I loved it. I think, I heard Green Sleeves for the first time, and I felt a connection to that song like I've never known. And I played the violin for years and years and years and years. And after I turned 18 and stuff, I started my adventures for so many years that I never wrote down words with my hands or played instruments until I started playing the guitar. And over the years, I lost that music. I look at, like, I used to like first and second seat violin, always just loved it. But I look at a piece of sheet music now, and it looks like a foreign language to me. It looks like looking at Egyptian writing. So that was one thing when I set out to do my own music. Like, because I played hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of classical songs on the violin and knew them and played them well. But I can't pick up a violin these days and make any sense of it. I know it's like riding a bike, and I could get into it again. But when I picked up the guitar, I told myself, in learning the guitar, never to learn anybody else's music, never to look at sheet music again, never to play anything but what was coming from my soul. Because I had written music for my whole life, and I always looked for musicians to put something behind it, to accentuate what I was trying to put out. And what I found is, with every wonderful musician that came forward, and thank you all for everything that you've always added and everything, but to the core of what I was writing, because I don't play on beat. I don't play with. I don't know what I'm doing. I don't know the chords that I'm playing. But every musician that came forward, I just saw an arch. But every musician that came forward, even though how amazing what it was that they were playing with me, it always seemed to change the soul and my own beat and my own thumbprint on what I wanted it to be. So I appreciate you, past self, for hooking me up with that. Sitting here as future self. I just never wanted anything to affect what I was trying to do with my own music. So I didn't start playing the guitar until I was 21. Her name was Rosa, and she spoke to me softly. I was living with musicians at the time who were very phenomenal. We'd always jam out. I would grab the microphone and try to sing to what they're doing and everything. Hi. Sorry, the tree reached out to say hi. Grab my hat. I would just sit with her every night when I would go to bed. I was staying in this little single wide trailer, and with some of my really good. I love you guys so much. But I would take her out and I would just play her. The thing was, is I looked at the guitar and it just seemed really confusing to me. All the frets, all the strings, all the everything. And so, how I went about it is I would take her out at night, almost every night before I went to sleep. In the little room that I had didn't have a window or anything. I could shut it off, and I would close my eyes and I would play single strings at first, and just kind of hum along. And as I was humming, I would find where my hum was on the string. Once I found my hum and I could match it to the string, I would just take my other fingers and my other two or three or whatever, even my thumb, and try to find another string that kind of went along with it. And between no time, that was a chord, So in between no time, I would find a couple of chords or a single chord or just like the weirdest things, just to create a song behind. And the music that I've written on the guitar is very simple because of that, and so is my playing style, because every single 3 or 4 chords that I ever found, I would write a song to. So my progression over 20 23 years has been very limited, because every step that I learned along the way, I was like, oh, I got a piece of candy. Like, oh, let me write something to it and express and just to show that I could write. And the music that I do have in my head, and the music that I've always had in my head, is way beyond that. I just kind of use that to prove to people that I have something to say and a voice to say it. It's been a beautiful journey. There's thousands of people that have heard my music, but I've never been able to release it. Not that I was never able to. Maybe it just wasn't the time, or whatever. But the time is now. I mean, the past is the past, but the time is now. And so I'm really looking forward to being able to gather some equipment, and just some simple equipment, so that I'm able to, put me a little box somewhere and start putting out my own music, and it's really important to me, and I love it. But I love these rocks that I'm looking at right now as well. Anyway, that's my me of my music spiel. Look at this bacon. I just wanna put it in the fire and cook eggs on it. Oh wow. Ooh. Okay, this cylinder might be really cool. Thanks for listening.